DrK.Empowered. I want to just take a quick moment and talk to you about an analogy about life is like a river. And ultimately, look at your life as though it's a river. The way God set it up with a river is the river just runs from point A to point B, and it's never ending. It's powerful. It moves around rocks. It moves over the most difficult obstacles. It moves right through things without any effort, without any resistance. It just pushes through. There's nothing that it can actually do to stop the flow of a river. Now, ultimately, in the river of life, you've got an opportunity. You can let go, and when difficult turbulence comes along and you hit the rocks up in front of you, you can let go, and you'll begin to slide right over these rocks. You'll move around the corners, but ultimately that floating aspect is that faith, that knowing that it's taking you exactly where you are to go. It's the resistance of fighting into the river and trying to struggle upstream to hold on to where you were before. I want to get back to where I was with my simple space, my quiet place. I want to hold on to the riverbanks, and ultimately when you begin to do that, you start to claw the earth and it pulls you down. And down into the river you go, and you get tumbled around and you slap up against rocks and things get more and more difficult. So ultimately, one of the things I've found in my life, as patients came in, I was really great about giving this advice, like, hey, don't hold on to the riverbank, let go, trust, let go and let God, and float around, right? When the obstacles come, you'll float around it. But ultimately, it was kind of like me standing on the riverbank and basically shouting at patients saying, you can do it, I know you're there. And ultimately, I found myself, within months of that experience, actually going through the river myself and in turbulent parts. Because sometimes there's calm parts, other times there's not so calm, and there's very turbulent waters. And when I start to get to that moment where I was in the turbulence, I was trying to remember what I was saying, and I was struggling. I was being drugged under, and I started to get asphyxiated. So ultimately, I began to get to that point and remember, I just need to let go. And when I let go, I can just float. And it was a powerful revelation for me in my life. And I wanted to just take a quick moment and remind you, if you're going through that turbulence, if you're going through that struggle, whether it's a health issue or something with a family member or someone, your loved one that's struggling, know that it is to be. You are exactly where you're to be, and you are on the path. You can never step off the path. You can never go off the path. You are on the path. Whether it looks good or it looks bad, you're in the flow. Let go. Know that you are God protected and God connected, and know that this whole thing is working out just the way it is to be. So hopefully that was a useful information today, and you can utilize this to help you take more power back into your life.